what was the transition from high school essentially then into college? Like, did you have aspirations to play at a specific level? Because I feel like sometimes players, you want to shoot for the moon. You want to, you want to dream big. As a coach, I do. So, for example, like, were you like, I want to play at Division 1 or I want to play in Division 2? Like, what was the goal, and then where did you end up?
So after high school, my main goal was to play at a school. It was either community college, D3, D2, D1, but it was like honestly my main goal was just to play community college because I knew I was a good player, but I knew that playing D1 was a very it was going to take a few more steps to get there.
Mm.
I knew I had a few more steps to climb before I could go D1. So I was like, you know what? I'd rather let me go community college. And it
It's a
was
that's a big
still
that's a big pill to swallow.
yeah, but honestly, it was like I was more than okay with it. It was like as long as I'm getting better and as long as I'm going from one soccer program to another soccer program that's a little bit more better than the other, you know.
Did someone mentor
And then
you in that thought process, or did you intuitionally have that? Because
mm,
the reason why I asked is because, again, I think it's very, because at the end of the day, if you like, you just love the game, right? I love the game. You just want to play. It goes back to playing. If you're not playing, what's the point, right? Like, I'm actually glad you made JV versus varsity freshman year, because you probably would just have to bench the entire varsity year your freshman year. Um,
yeah.
so like, how did you come to that? I guess that like maturity, to do that.
Honestly, I feel like it was just instinct. I guess it's like I was my competitiveness too.
Mm.
It was like I gotta I gotta be better than, like I know I'm good enough to play outside of high school and play college, some type of college, but it wasn't like I feel like I was kind of I knew my limit and I knew if I shot for, D1, I was gonna like mentally hurt myself. Because
Mm.
like at the time I knew the quality that I had and I knew that by all means, shoot for the stars, but it was like let me shoot for the stars, but what steps can I take to shoot for it? To like how can I don't know, it was just kind of how can I continuously just get a little better? It was just how can I plan a little bit of a better team than before? And I guess that kind of led to playing community college, but the maturity it came from to make that decision. It was I don't know. It was maybe my level of confidence at the time. If my confidence was super, super, super high, I probably wouldn't like, I played D1, I could go pro. But maybe at the time my confidence wasn't that high and that my limit of, you know, soccer quality was like, let me try community college. Let me go to community college first and see how that goes. Because community college is still like that was still a very important goal to have for me as well. It was like, oh, I could play, college soccer nonetheless. Like, I'll take it. As long as I'm playing college soccer, I don't care. Like, I know there's good players everywhere, So,
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important. I mean, for people, who are listening, like, it doesn't really matter what other people think, what level you should or did not play.
mm,
Like, it comes down to a lot more than just that, like, that's why I was kind of surprised to hear that you had that ability just to say, like, I'm good going to JC, because like, I think it also comes down to what your goal is. Like, what's your
mm,
aspiration within that? Like,
yeah,
because some people can go to a certain level but not play, and if you're okay with that, cool. Because again, it doesn't matter to us, like to me or to you. Like, I
mm,
think that leads into another situation where it's like, are you playing because you want to play?
mm,
So I don't think if you did not love the game the way that you do, that you would have played JC. I think you would have quit.
yeah, probably. It was,
Because why
yeah, because it
play?
was like,
Because why play? Because like, for some people
yeah,
that think, oh, it's JC, Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
not good enough. That's junior college. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, but I mean, there's plenty of stories of players who got hurt senior year, and that Division 1 contract got dried up, and then they had to go restart
Yeah.
their process and their journey again and go play and go get that, because
Mm-hmm.
again, if you're not playing, you're not getting that development. So
Yeah, you're not getting better.
yeah, so I think anyone who knocks people for not playing at a certain level or playing at a level, I think
Mm-hmm.
they just don't have a passion for the game themselves. They're thinking about
Yeah.
themselves, and it's not about them; it's about you. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, so are you done now with because we haven't really caught up too much, but so you
Mm-hmm.
played 2 years.
Yeah, so I played 2 years. So technically, I played 1 year. My first year didn't count because of COVID.
Hmm.
So we were just doing like just like weight training. Like that was
Hmm.
really it. Like outside during the summer, like on the quad.
Hmm.
And then the following year, the restrictions kind of were a little bit more loose. And then I was able to actually play college that season. And so yeah, so I really only played 1 year. And then so technically I still have a few more years of eligibility. Um, but I mean, at this moment, I'm just focusing on school and going to my university, trying to get my diploma, trying to get my bachelor's. But also, I still play soccer here and there, for fun.
Yo, I mean,
But in
you're at
regards,
Lab 5 the other
yeah,
night at like 10 o'clock at night.
yeah, I was actually there yesterday,
Jeez,
last
man.
night. Yeah, yesterday and the day before that. But it's hard to get away. It's hard because that's what makes me happy. Just
Mm,
playing soccer and like yeah, I'm not playing on a team right now, but it doesn't mean I can't compete with other people and like we play at
mm,
a like decently high level, So I'm playing with ex pros still, and it's not a program, but it's still competing and after the game if I didn't score the last winning goal, yeah, I'm still hard on myself, but I'm like, yeah, all right, I got school tomorrow. Like it's oh well. It's like,
life
all right,
life moves on.
yeah, exactly.